Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, my beloved brothers and sisters. We are now in our ninth lesson, inshallah ta'ala, when it comes to the Arabic letters. We've now taken all of the letters that we wanted to take. We're going to spend this lesson just practicing identifying these letters when they come at the beginning, middle, and end of a word. And that's all we're going to do. We can never get enough practice. The more we practice, the better we'll get at identifying them. And then inshallah ta'ala, in the next lesson, we're going straight into harakat, into vowels, and we're going to start pronouncing these letters in real words, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So let's go through as many words as we possibly can and try to identify what these letters are. So here at the beginning, we have our line going down. Oops, let's remove that. Okay, line going down and a little squiggly line. So this, of course, is a alif. Okay, this is an alif, but now this alif has this line on top, and this line on top, remember we mentioned, it's there for elongation, and so this becomes what we refer to as our hamza al-mamduda. Okay, the hamza which is used for elongation. Some people, by the way, do call it alif al-mamduda, so you can say alif al-mamduda, or you can call it hamza al-mamduda. It's fine, there's no issue, inshallah ta'ala, as long as you understand what it's referring to, which is it's used for elongation, and this symbol here on top is what helps us identify that. So that's the alif or hamzatul mamduda. Then we have here a line going down and across, two dots at the bottom. This, inshallah ta'ala, is like the slide where the boys are going. Okay, this is going to be our letter ya. This is going to be our letter ya. And the next to it, we have here the letter alif. Okay, just the alif. Very simple, not too difficult. And the next to it, this letter here, it's like a boat with two boys on top of the boat. This is going to be our letter ta. Our letter ta. Good. Here we have an alif again. And we have the hamza symbol. And this hamza this time is not on the top, it's at the bottom. And we said that this is one of the ways that the hamza can be written. Okay? And so this is the letter hamza. The letter hamza. And then next to it, line going down and across, two dots at the bottom. This, inshallah ta'ala, is again our letter ya. This is the letter ya. So we have ya, and then we have next to it this line, and then the circle, and then the line across. This is the letter mim. Okay, the ma sound. The mim. And then next to it, we have the alif again being connected. Remember, the alif doesn't connect anything after. It's a naughty letter, right? Then we have here our letter noon. Okay? So the dot's at the top, not at the bottom like the ba would. It's on the top, so it's a letter noon. So very simple, alif with the hamza, the ya, the mim, the alif again, and then the noon at the bottom. By the way, in case you wanted to know what this word is actually the word iman. Okay, it's the word iman. Iman. When we talk about iman, this is how you write it, iman. Inshallah ta'ala, you'll be able to figure this out as we take the harakat. Okay, here now, imaginary line. This is the letter ra. This should be fairly simple now. Here we have the waw, but this waw has a hamza on top, so this is our hamza. Another way the hamza is written. Then we have a line going down and across. Again, this is our ya. We don't need to draw it out. We know what this is. And at the end, we have it connected to two boys on the top. This is the ta, but this is the ta al-marbuta. The ta al-marbuta. Okay. Here again, we have a line going down, and then this is the hamza on top. Okay, the hamza on top. So this is our normal hamza. Then we have here these two lines, two curves. This is the letter sin. Okay, and again, it should be fairly easy to identify. Remember, if it has three dots on the top, it will be the letter sheen. Okay, and next to it we have a waw. But there's no hamza here, which means this is not the letter hamza. This is going to be the letter waw. This is the letter waw. And then right at the end, we have a line going down and the Hamza on top. So this is again our Hamza. So Hamza, Seen, Wow, and then Hamza again. Fairly simple, not difficult at all, inshallah ta'ala. This one is our Meme. Okay, this is the Meme. And now we have this letter here where it's connected and it goes across this way. Now if you remember, we said that the Alif, look, when we see the Alif, when it's connected, it doesn't join in this direction because it's a naughty letter. The Alif just stops like that. But the letter which basically goes this way as well is the letter Lam. It's the letter Lam, the Lam. And then we have here our Jim. Okay. Again, we should be getting used to these letters now. Jim. And then right at the end we have our Hamza again. Okay, our Hamza. Good. This one, what is this? Again, it's the Meme. Fairly simple, not difficult at all. This is our letter Meme. And now we have here two curves. Look at that, two curves, and with the three dots on top. So this is not the letter Seen anymore. This is the letter Sheen, the sh sound. Sheen, Sheen. And then next to it we have two boys at the top, bottom screaming yay. So this is the letter Ya. And then next to it we have this one. So again, it has a Hamza on top and it goes like this, which means this is our Alif Maqsura, which basically has the Hamza on top. So it's considered to be a Hamza now. But if I draw it out for you guys again so you remember. So the shape for this one is, it looks like the Ya. It looks like the Ya, but these two dots here, they're not actually found. But because it has a Hamza on top, we call it a Alif, we call it Hamza, and we don't call it Alif Maqsura. But if you remove the Hamza, then it becomes a Alif Maqsura. But the moment we put the Hamza on top, it becomes a Hamza. Okay? Again, I know it sounds complicated, but the more you practice, the more you get used to it, inshallah ta'ala. It's just about practicing and getting used to the patterns and the names. And at the end, we have our Ta al-Marbuta. Okay? Ta al-Marbuta. This one here, we have a little curve, then a cross. Okay? And this is the letter Dal. Okay? This is the letter Dal. And then here in the middle, we have this big C across. If you remember, this was actually the letter Ain. Ain. So not the A sound, but this is the A sound. Remember we spoke about biting into the apple? So this is the letter Ain. And the next to it is connected with Alif. And again, the Alif, naughty letter, it won't connect to anything after. And then we have the Hamza on its own. Okay? The Hamza on its own. So Dal, Ain, Alif, and Hamza. Take some more. Again, I'm just going through this so that you guys can, you get used to just identifying. So if we speed it up a little bit, inshallah, we have here, look, an Alif, simple. Line across, this is our Ba now. We know this, the Ba is one boy at the bottom. We have two boys on the top, this is our Ta. And then we have the Dal again. And then we have the Alif, and then we have the Hamza. Simple. Alif, Ba, Ta, Dal, Alif, Hamza. Okay? This one, we haven't seen this one for a while now. This letter here, shape with a dot on the top. If you remember, this is the letter Fa. Let's actually do that. The letter Fa. Remember, there's another letter that looks similar to this where it's got two dots on the top. But this is the letter Qaf. This is Qaf. But it's not the one we want. Okay? The one that we want is this one over here, which is the letter Fa. So it makes the Fa sound. So Fa, then the Ta, and then at the end here we have this Ya looking shape, but there's no two dots. So this is our Alif Maqsura. Alif Maqsura. Remember I told you that Alif Maqsura only ever comes at the end. It doesn't come at the beginning, doesn't come in the middle, it only comes at the end of a word. This letter, if you remember what this is, this one is the letter ha. Okay? The letter ha. So not the ha, not this one, not the ha, which is hollow, but the ha. Okay? And we said this is what it looks like. And then next to it we have the letter dal. And then again we have the alif maqsoor at the end. There's no two dots, so it's not considered to be a ya. Then we have the letter ra, ha, which is hollow. There's nothing here. And then the mim, ma, mim, and then the ta al-marbuta at the end of it. The ta al-marbuta at the end of it makes a ta sound. Then we have this letter here. It looks very similar to what we took earlier, which is this one. Whoops. But this one has two dots. And that's what we just mentioned, that this is the letter qaf. So the two dots add that emphasis, that heavy letter, qa. So it goes from fa to qaf. And then we have here the letter waw. And then this is our tal marbuta when it's not connected. Right? Because the waw is a naughty letter, so it just stands alone like this circle with two dots on the top. Then we have alif. Then we have our mim. And we have our ra. Then we have a hamza on top of the alif. And then the tal marbuta. Okay, I'm speeding it up because it should become a bit more easier for you to identify. Here we have, again, looks like a fa, but it has two dots, so this is the letter qaf, and then an alif. And then we have line going down across with the hamza on top, and this one, and I draw this one out for you just so you remember, it's the alif maqsoora, but because of the hamza on top, we call it a hamza. But if the hamza wasn't there, then we call it a alif maqsoora. And then we have the mim, and then the tal marbuta, again at the end of it. Okay? Here we have the mim at the beginning, circle, like this. And then the hamza. Then we have the waw, and it's a naughty letter. So then we have the alif maqsoora on its own. And remember, alif maqsoora comes at the end, doesn't come at the beginning, middle, or end. Sorry, doesn't come at the beginning, the middle, only comes at the end. Then we have this letter here, again our jim, like the jug, okay? Jim, and then we have the letter zay, the z, remember the difference between the zay and the dhal. I don't know if you guys remember. So we have the zay, and then we have the dhal. The zay, this one, z, your tongue is inside of your mouth. This one, you slightly take your tongue out and you say the, dhikr, za, zakat. So just remember the two. So jim, and then zay, and then alif, and then the hamza at the end. Again, here we have our alif with the hamza. We have our noon. Then we have one boy at the bottom, the ba. And then we have two boys at the bottom saying yay for the ya. And then the alif, and then the hamza. And then the last one that we have here is the one I just mentioned. So when it's the shape like this would have been the dal, but because it has a dot on the top, this is dhal. So we say the dhikr. This one here, I'm not sure if you guys remember, but this is the letter kaf. This one is the letter kaf. But remember we said that when it comes at the beginning and middle, it has a bit of a different shape, which is like this. Okay, so that would be, if it was here at the beginning, it would be like that. In the middle, it's like this. But when it comes at the end, it would look like this. Okay, and then we have the ra, and then right at the end here, we have our alif maqsoora. Our alif maqsoora. And that should be all of it, bi'idhnillahi ta'ala. So, I hope now we've got a really good idea at recognizing all of these letters. We spent the last 9 lessons getting through this, and inshallah ta'ala, that's all you really need in terms of learning the letters, their pronunciation, and what they look like at the beginning, middle, and end of a word. Now, the very next step is to make sounds based upon adding vowels to these letters. The moment we can add vowels, and you know these vowel markings, we can start reading, we can start speaking, we can now start to learn vocabulary in Arabic language and get to the stage where we can speak our first sentences. So inshallah ta'ala, over the next 4 or 5 lessons, we are going to be just taking these different harakat and practicing them with as many drills as possible until we finally get the hang of it, inshallah ta'ala, and then move on to our basic vocabulary and start learning those actual words in Arabic and get to the point where we can utilize them in sentences. So inshallah ta'ala, do some more practice by taking the quiz at the bottom of the video, and I'll see you all in our next lesson. Jazakumullahu khairan. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.